2,000 years ago, as the two disciples set out on the road out of Jerusalem, heading in the general direction of Emmaus, their lives must have seemed quite similar to the lives that many people are experiencing today. Their dreams were shattered, their hopes had faded. Life as they had imagined it had changed radically. Nothing they knew to be normal was quite the same. The person they had pinned their hopes on was crucified on a hill. And as they walked that road despondent, they hardly recognized or even noticed the stranger who began to walk with them. And as they walked together, they talked about a shared reality. They explored the questions in their mind. They wondered about all that was going on in their world. And as they walked and as they talked, the stranger who walked with them let them share their story. He listened. He allowed the questions to rest. He guided them to realizations that sat just beyond the fogginess of their preoccupied minds. He brought them to recognize a truth that lay nestled deep in their own hearts. He opened their eyes to the dream of God that was still alive. And that evening, as they sat together as the sun set and shared a meal, they conversed at depth. And through their conversation and through their encounter with this stranger, their hearts and eyes were opened, and they were able to recognize the Spirit moving amidst their seemingly chaotic reality. All of a sudden, they felt their hearts burn with a new enthusiasm. They could face their world with a renewed sense of energy. This same renewed enthusiasm and realization is what Tennyson would echo many years later in his poem Ulysses. I am a part of all that I have met. Though much is taken, much abides. And though we are not now that strength which in old days moved heaven and earth, that which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. Over the next couple of weeks, through shared reflections, Emmaus wants to walk with people, many of whom are experiencing that same fogginess of uncertainty and doubt. Through these reflections, Emmaus seeks to offer a space where people can connect in this time of isolation, wants to create a space that assures people that the work goes on, the hope still lives, and the dream shall never die. Even as the current global situation engenders a feeling of instability and uncertainty, we recognize that the dream of God for the world is still alive. Walk with us on a way that begins to trust God as Jesus did, confronts life and death with hope, and together to pass on the contagion of the good news as Jesus did. Let us walk this road of deep conversation, reflection, and realization together.